Others have found that shock horror men and women are different.
Most aggravating things about men is that they do things with no hidden meaning. That just blows some of our minds, okay? Because guys will do something and I'm always sitting there like, but why did he do this? He literally did it because it just is what it is. Why did he text me good morning? Bored at work and was just like, hey, what's up? But he said it in a nice way.
Hidden meanings. For other young girls, however, the sisterhood is there for revenge.
So wait, it was over with you and then you set him up with her?
No. I found out that he cheated on her, so I cheated on him for her because he cheated on my best friend.
She cheated on him, so he said other women feel the need to express their innate rage at the men in their lives. I feel so much better. But not every woman likes to be treated as a lady.
The other day I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old, and the server came up and said, hello, ladies, and proceeded to take our drink order. And as soon as the server left, my 4-year-old looked at me and just gasped and was like, they called you a lady.
Called you a lady? Yes, that's the problem with good old-fashioned 1950s style manners. When do you call a lady and when do you call a sir a sir?
Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him. I need to tell him that hurt.
Ah yes, gender confusion, gender fluidity. That lunacy has certainly thrown a spanner in the old I am woman, I'm invincible works.
I am starting a new job on Monday, and it's a teaching job, so the kids are going to call me either Mr. or Mrs. Jamie. It depends on what I want, but I, as a non-binary being, I don't know what to pick. I feel like Mrs. would be easier for the kids, but Mr. makes me feel better, but I also kind of want to try mix, but I don't know if the kids can do that. I don't. And then what do they do when they ask me if I'm a boy or a girl?
Shame no one ever thought to ask Helen Reddy or Amelia Pankhurst or Germaine Greer, for that matter, what is a woman? Mind you, back in the 1950s, the differences were fairly clear.
Well, we'll have a better chance of getting those pictures back if he doesn't know we're on to him.
I'll get them.
How?
He's a man, isn't he?
Nowadays, of course, we have to mind our P's and Q's, or is it our he's and she's?
If someone goes by she, then call her she.
Yeah?
If someone goes by he, then call him he.
I'll try and remember, or how about...
I am trigender, which means like a triangle, I have 3 genders.
That's cleared that up, or has it?
And the girl looks at me and she goes, my pronouns are she, her. And that's a trap. It's a trap that is always set by cis people because they need to know your pronouns. And they're like, maybe if I say my pronouns, they'll think I'm woke and will respond with their pronouns.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. For the past few years, the left have been incandescent with rage at people who didn't address you by your correct pronoun. Still, it could be worse, a lot worse. So bad, in fact, that some clever clogs set this transgender rant to music. Grunge music, no less.
I am offended that our children are not receiving affordable gender reassignment surgery along with hormone blockers and access to abortions. This alone is a threat to our democracy. It just shows that you people do not care about our children and that these are the same people who refuse to obey the science and get fully vaccinated. It's science, people!
The science! The science! But which science? The science of dressmaking?
So I know these pads can be removed, but right now it's giving me very drag.
Okay.
Very, very like, you know, it doesn't feel like me.
I look like a man in a dress, and that's not what I want.
Okay, fair comment, but there are other ways to not look like a man in a dress, like, for example, wearing a suit. But I digress. If you are going to resemble a man in a dress, I always advise bring your own hula hoop. Meanwhile, the UK Supreme Court has just declared a woman is a biological woman. Why on earth did they need to do that? Yes, it truly is a world gone mad.